Hey guys, how are you? So today I actually wanted to tell you, or I wanted to make a video about kind of about me and what I'm going through lately. I'm making this video because I think it's going to impact my life and also YouTube channel, because I kind of have to do some changes in my life. It's not anything drastic change or anything like that. And also maybe this video will help someone in the sense of someone will want to watch it, someone who may be going through the same stuff like me. So what actually is happening, so you guys know I have two beautiful kids, age 5 and 3 right now, Mila and Sasha and Mila. And everything was fine. I was healthy. I have never had a problem with my pregnancies, or before or after. But after Mila, I thought, and what I still think, it was postpartum depression. And I thought, that's what some other people thought, it was kind of a long postpartum depression, which was still up to her age, almost 3 years. It was not really bad depression, but it was a depression. I just felt off. My body was off. I was always tired, always something, not feeling well. And at the same time, my periods were gone since February 2019. And before they were always regular, then like past 6 months they were like every 2 months. And I started to feel hot flashes and feeling very hot and then very cold and like funny. And I went to my OBGYN and they told me, without any blood work, without anything, just take a birth control, which I wasn't before because I just don't feel good with birth control, not because I don't want it, it's just my body. I'm just sick from it. So that's what they told me. And I started taking the birth control. Of course, I felt even worse, so I stopped taking it. So some time went on, I somehow managed, got some prescription for the depression, so I felt better. But still the period was not coming and it bothered me. I was like, why? What the heck? I was so fine before, like, why? So I went back to my, before. That's right, I went back to my OBGYN, and they finally, after I told them, please, like, I'm already here second time for the same reason, please do some blood work, like something, do something. Don't just give me don't just give me a birth control. Like, I want to know why what's happening, like why I'm not having periods, like all of a sudden, like it's just not working. And so they did blood work, and they told me some options, what it could be. And so, but they wanted to see the blood work. So the blood work came like a week later. She called me, my doctor called me and said that my thyroid levels are very elevated, they are super high, and also my follicle hormone is very, very high. But she thought that those two are related. My thyroid and my follicle hormone is elevated because of my thyroid, which means I'm in the early menopause. So I am 33. Of course, I should not be in a menopause yet. I don't want to be. The symptoms and everything, it's just not fun. So she told me to go to an endocrinologist to check my thyroid. So I went, and they found out that yes, I do have thyroid issues, which called Hashimoto. That means that it's an autoimmune disease. That's when your autoimmune system thinks that your thyroid or some other organs in your body are the enemy. So in my case, it's the thyroid. No one can tell me if it's related to my ovaries and like stuff down there. I am trying to search online. I'm asking doctors. I don't know, like some people say yes, some people don't. It's hard like to get a straight answer from someone. I don't know, it seems like no one knows, or some people, I don't know. So after that, I went back to my OBGYN, and then she's like, okay, let's take blood again after 2 months and see if something got better. And actually my numbers got a little bit lower, but not still very high. I will show you soon. I will tell you soon like what my numbers are. And basically what she told me is, yes, you're in a premenopause called POE or POF, post-ovarian failure. Some people call it post-ovarian insufficiency. And basically that means I'm done with having, like, I don't think I can have kids. Well, I'll tell you more about that. And she told me if I would like to have more kids, I'll have to go to a specialist, and then they will have to do more labs and like see if they can do something. So at that moment, I didn't, with all the depression and all the symptoms, I didn't feel like, I was always tired. I didn't feel like having another kid would help the situation. I thought, I always wanted to have more kids, but after having Mila, it was just a lot, and now it was a lot, all these informations. And after they gave me a proper medication, so for the thyroid, so I feel better, and I truly do feel better, and the thyroid medicine is helping me so much. The depression is gone. I feel so much more energy. I am back to myself. I'm back to normal, but still without the periods. Everyone was hoping after the thyroid gets under the control, everything will get back to normal, which it didn't. So after doing my own research, thinking, watching some other YouTubers who went through this, apparently if I have post-ovarian failure or insufficiency, means I don't have enough eggs, or my body think there are no eggs. And they are, what I understood, longer I wait, there will be either less and less eggs, or I maybe have none. I don't know. I don't know yet. I still have to go to my doctors and find out. And so that got me thinking, like, longer I wait, that means I probably can have kids if I wait maybe a 6 months, or like I was like, I want to find out now. I want to find out now if I can still have a baby on my own, or what are my options, or am I done, or can I have, I just was curious, and at the same time like, oh my god, panicking, like why is this happening to me? Some people say like, oh, but you have 2 kids, you know, you're lucky you had them. Some people can't. Yes, that's very true. I am super grateful for my kids, and that I had them before all this happened. It would be just awful to go through this without like have the option, without that I had my kids. But still it feels, it just doesn't, it just feels, I don't know, I can't even describe the feeling. It's sad. I would never think this would happen, you know, like, you know, you like growing up, or you thinking, you know, like, yeah, I'm you know, you get married, you're gonna have kids, everything will be fine, you know, like you kind of have that ideal. And I kind of was, I was fertile, everything, and now just God, okay, now I'm done. So okay, so what I did research, I want, people say you should change your diet, you know, so, and that's why I wanted to talk about with you guys. So that's what I want to show also on my YouTube channel, this journey. So I changing my diet because of my thyroid, so I'm started the gluten-free, dairy-free diet. It's not easy for me because I love sweets, I love bread and like milk and chocolate and everything, so it's a big adjustment for me. But people swear that it's gonna help it, at least with the symptoms. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna be sharing a lot of that with you guys. We decided to go to a specialist to see, because my OBGYN couldn't do much more with me, so we went to a fertility specialist to see if we can have more babies, if not, what are our options, if they can help us, or what. So we made an appointment and went to a fertility center, brought all my paperwork. So that's why I wanted to also tell you. Well, my hormones were pretty high. The hormone they were looking at is called FSH. They look at that hormone, and let's say like you want to do an IVF, they give you this hormone to create the eggs. That's how I understood, or help the egg to either mature or like do something. But if the FSH hormone in your body is super high, they can't give you more to create the eggs. Or so if you're like my FSH was super high, up in 138.7, which means I'm in a postmenopausal stage. And so that's what my fertility doctor said, like they can't give me, they can't do IVF, because giving me more of that hormone, that's what they do when you are doing IVF, it would just not make sense, like that's not gonna help me. So they told us that they cannot do IVF They cannot do any treatment. Only thing they can do, it's a donor egg. I can do a donor egg. I should be able to carry the baby without risk because I already had two normal pregnancies. At least that's what they are hoping. It would be fine. So that's their answer. No, they cannot help me. Only thing they can do is use donor egg. Okay, so they didn't look at my egg count yet, so what they're going to do soon. We'll see if what's happening down there, if I'm like totally out or is there something. We'll see. And other thing is that doctor wants to find out, so they're gonna do some special something with some blood work. So they want to see, because I have a daughter, and they can kind of see if this is a genetic, so they can help her once she's at the age of having kids. They can help her, freeze her eggs, or and then have a babies when she wants to. So there, everyone's answer was, okay, no, we can't help you. And I don't take no for the answer, meaning like, it's not like I don't trust anyone, but I had to read about it. I had to like research. I wanted to talk to other women who goes through this, like what they doing. Is it possible? Is it what happened? So I went online crazy, joined all these like groups and chats, and guys, it's super helpful if you're going through this. Talking to others who go through the same thing, it's so helpful. And that's what I read. Like a lot of women do. They go from the Western medicine, turn to the other stuff. They look into a Chinese traditional medicine, and a lot of women do acupuncture, they do herbs, they do a bunch of different stuff. And I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but some have very successful stories with that. So I started to look into it more, and started some Chinese herbs, and they at least supposed to help lowering some of the hormone levels, like the FSH level. So I'm gonna have a blood work, and I'm going to have an ultrasound to see my ovaries, and we'll see if the herbs are helping, and the acupuncture. So stay tuned if you're interested in my story. I'm gonna be sharing with you a lot of my recipes that I'm doing for this diet, for my thyroid, for actually trying to keep myself healthy. And I'm doing this for myself, for my family. Every mom wants to be healthy for her kids, so especially mentally, and be happy, so I can be a good mama to my kids, and to be a good wife to my husband, so be happy. So I will let you know the results, and stay tuned. Okay, bye for now.